We're at Caddo Lake State Park in East Texas, right on the border of Louisiana. We're probably like 8 miles from Louisiana. This lake is the largest natural lake in the state of Texas. It was a large transportation route to Jefferson, Texas, just 20 minutes from here. We're fixing to go see ourselves some deep paddling cypress knobs, cypress trees, hopefully a few gator here or there.
Gator?
Alligators. They're the most tame or calm.
Them in my boat, babe.
I've seen one in a kayak before and it's not that scary. They're not. They're the most tame or calm. No, they're the most unaggressive big reptile in the world compared to the crocodile, and then the one in South America starts with a K. Those guys would tear you up. These guys, you can swim with them. You saw your...
Okay, yeah, because he's been feeding them marshmallows.
Oh yeah. So far, we're the only ones at this campground.
Don't say that. Leaving our trailer here.
Oh, yeah.
It is Friday, so I know from looking online, all these spots will be packed here later.
Now, we do have new security. We haven't gone over it too much. We'll just say it's a wheel lock. Top flight security of the world, Craig. You can put in here and kayak on out, but the problem is you're gonna put in here, jump out on the Big Cypress Bayou, and you're gonna be paddling on that for 3 miles or 2 miles. And then once you get off that river finally, then you'll finally get to the Caddo Lake. And
which would be like a 9-mile round trip on flat water. It's one thing if you were on moving water, that's doable, but on flat water, nah.
no.
Plus we have to meet somebody tonight for dinner. We made it here to the takeout. This is the Shady Glade takeout area. They also have a cafe and 2 cabins if you're interested in staying here. We were informed by a fisherman on a bass boat. He said that when you get out there, there is no phone service, and once you get out of this area, everything kind of looks the same. So he informed us to download the map, which Cody's doing right now. Are you not doing it?
I'm doing it. And I'm going to use the Onyx off-road.
Oh, okay.
The fisherman also told me that they're biting blue worms. I don't have any blue worms. So I'm just going to fish with what I have, which means I'm probably not going to catch anything.
Dun, dun, dun.
Story of my life. And it's always because I just fish with what I bought a while back. And I know y'all told me I need to find out what they're fishing or what the fish are biting and go buy that, but usually it's like we show up, I don't think I'm going to fish. I thought we were just going to go paddling, and next thing you know, I'm here and I want to fish. So this is where you pay at the Shady Glade Marina. It's just $3 per canoe, $4 for boat launch, and you just get an envelope and you throw the money in there, and it's just an honor system because you don't put anything in your windshield. So we paid $6 for 2 kayaks, threw that in there. Look at this though. Look at this, look at this, look at this. This is even cool right here. Kelly, they built this actual dock around this cypress tree. Dude, whoever did this did a great job. Look at that. Look at that work. That craftsmanship. I love this place. This is so cool. And to think I lived an hour and a half from here my whole entire life and never visited. So something kind of crazy is you see all this Spanish moss hanging. This isn't really moss. What this is a lot like a succulent. I'm trying to think of one. What's a good succulent, Kelly?
Oh shoot, I don't know the specific names of one. Of succulents, they're just all succulents.
Well, what's that flower that everybody buys in the store?
A succulent.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Well, you know,
I don't know what the exact name is.
well, it's not technically a moss. It is, it feeds off air and just moisture. It doesn't feed off any kind of decaying matter. And each one is its own little spur, and it just hangs on to each other and keeps hanging. And it got the name because I think the Caddo Indians, matter of fact, said that it looked like the Spaniards that were coming over with the big beards. It looked like their beard. So they told me I wasn't going to catch anything, or they didn't say. He said, the fisherman said it was those blue worms. But I'm thinking, you know, it's crawfish season. It's crawfish season. So I'm going to try this rattle trap. You might be wondering, Cody, why do you always go with this red rattle trap here? Well, because it looks like a crawfish. And my dad and I, once when I was younger, hit on top of a whole school of crappie, and we tore them up. It was the best day of my life.
Our wedding day was not the best day of your life.
Someone asked if I have a fishing license for Texas. Actually, after about the third time I went fishing, I thought I'd go ahead and buy the annual Texas fishing license. And if you're out of state, it lasts until August. So we don't know how long we'll be here, or if we come back, or we didn't know how long we'd be here, and we still don't know if and when we'll come back. So I just want to make sure I didn't have to worry about a fishing license anymore in Texas.
It's just more feasible just for him to have the year. I don't have one. I like fishing. I like the pop and cork. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I just haven't caught anything doing this. So I liked that better because for some reason we just kept catching and catching and catching. So I don't know if it was a good day or what, but.
We went with basically a fishing guide.
Yeah, that's true. We were with the fishing guy.
Coolest.
Speaking of that, if you notice, we are in our Viking kayaks again. So if you are in the lookout for a new kayak this spring season, you should really check out their website. They have all different kinds of kayaks depending on what you want it for. They're super comfortable. It's really nice. It's probably one of the best boats we've sat in by far that's a sit on top.
And you know another cool thing? It's a Viking kayak. And you wanna know what's cool about it being a Viking kayak? Our last name is Odin, like the Viking god of war. Oh yeah, Vikings on a Viking.
So we'll list their website below if you're interested in picking up a new kayak this season. But you're about to fish?
Well, no, I just found out that this water is real shallow.
Oh, we need to move?
No, I need to get a different lure.
Oh, lordy.
I guess I'm gonna try something
I thought
else.
we were gonna go see the governor's.
Oh yeah, tell them about the governor's ditch. It's supposed to be a cathedral.
Well, you're telling them.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So we're trying to get to the governor's ditch.
I thought it was government.
Government ditch. And they call it the cathedral because trees cast over it and make an arch. But it was a canal built a long time ago in the 1800s to allow the paddle boats to get up to Jefferson quicker. But the trees have grown over and made this beautiful cathedral now. And everybody keeps telling us that we've talked to at the park and here that's where we need to go. Actually, I think this might be government's ditch. Right here? Yeah. So Kelly asked a good question. Does this go all the way to Jefferson? No, it just cuts through Lake Caddo from one end and goes through all the swamp to the other, so you don't have to snake through trying to find it, so it was just a straight shot. And this is something that blows mine and Kelly's mind. So this is really, really deep here. Like, no, it ain't that deep.
Deeper than where the other area.
Yeah, the other area was just paddles with deep, just the white part. But this was built by slaves, and Kelly and I were just trying to comprehend actually having to dig this. It's insane that they had to go through, because this is some thick, nasty mud, and they dug the whole thing. Y'all want to see something kind of spooky? More spooky to me than I'd say an alligator, which we haven't seen, or a snake, is a big hornet's nest. And out here, well, we have some cypress trees in Little Rock, and it looks like this. And I always remember when we would paddle on the Little Maumelle with all its cypress trees, there were always hornet's nests everywhere. This might actually be a wasp nest. This is truly so peaceful. It really is just chill.
All right, we got the boats back on the Hummer and we're gonna head back to camp. It's still a little early in the day. I guess we're gonna see about what time it is after we shower and get ready, and then we'll head on to our next spot.
Today has been one of the greatest days of my life. I mean, I love cypress trees and Spanish moss.
You say that every day.
It's true. It's true. Every day is better than the day before.
That's
Sometimes.
good.
That is good.
That's a good way to live.
But look how gorgeous my angel princess looks. Look at this. Do a spin. Oh. We have to get fancy.
I never get to dress up anymore.
And we're getting to meet someone that they deserve our fanciness.
Well, like we said, we're meeting another couple in Jefferson, and they're there for the weekend enjoying the antiques and some fine dining, so we're going to join them tonight for dinner.
I can actually clean up. I can look nice.
I think you look handsome.
All right.
All right, let's go. Good morning.
Last night we got to see Kelly's family, her mom and dad, two of the coolest people on earth.
But that restaurant was amazing. If you're ever in Jefferson, it's a fairly new restaurant. You should check it out. It was really good. And today we're going to go back to Jefferson and we're going to see my parents, walk around, see some shops.
And from my recollection, there was an old antique shop that sold fudge. and I like some good fudge that has almond. Is it almond in it?
I think it was almond. So there is a couple of shops that we're hoping are still open from when we used to come here a long time ago. Just to reminisce, you know.
This morning, we don't have any full breakfasts. We are out. I think our refrigerator is about as...
It's pretty low. I was gonna do something with syrup, but we don't have any syrup, so I can't really makeshift anything. It's okay though.
So I guess it's waffle.
So we finally found my parents, and here they are. Hello.
Hello.
And as we were looking in here, look what we found. This is an oven that you set on top of your stove.
Going pretty hard on that.
Look at that. Oh my God, that would be so awesome. It's actually probably made better than the one that we have.
It's probably.
But you can't fold it and put it away.
No.
It's got handles on each side.
Got a handle,
Yeah, and
got a
then
little
like a little
vent.
vent. Yeah, that's so cool. But we are actually in the store that my dad sells his. He likes to collect and sell World War I and II memorabilia. So he sells it in the store. And what is the name of the store?
The old vault.
The Old Vault in Jefferson, Texas. You can get a booth in the store and just put your stuff up. So he has a booth over here. He says it's very scarce right now. But this is what he's got.
It's World War I, II, Korea, Vietnam.
I think that's a pretty good collection you got.
It's kind of thin. We're going to restock it tomorrow.
Is this yours too?
Mm-hmm.
So this stuff here too as well?
That's the
Flare on
original
it.
movie poster of the Memphis Belle.
My dad loves to collect the stuff and then he resells it here. And they stock the booth usually on Sunday. What do y'all come like once a month maybe?
About every other month.
Yeah, so they'll come and restock it. He said they're going to restock it tomorrow. Oh, there's Dutch ovens too. There's so many things. Like seriously. Oh, that's a good one.
That's seasoned.
It is well seasoned.
Kelly and I are really enjoying being back in Jefferson. It has been too long. And some things are the same, some are different. We just left an antique shop that I had never been to before, and there was a book in there talking about the history of Jefferson. The Red River, which flows from the panhandle of Texas all the way through the heart of Louisiana. A little down from Shreveport, Louisiana, on the Red River, there was a log jam that was 100 miles long. It was a naturally formed log jam. There's stories of Native Americans recalling this log jam. Once the Louisiana Purchase was made and Texas became a state, people were trying to explore up the Red River and find new opportunities to make a living. They needed to remove the log jam because nobody could make it up the river. There was even parts of the river that had trees growing out of it naturally. There's places that were basically like dry land where horses could cross the river because of this log jam. Well, Captain Shreve, which they named Shreveport in honor of him, took on the task of removing these trees. It took him over a decade to do it. He wasn't the one that completed the task. I couldn't remember the gentleman's name who completed it, but he took on the original task and he knocked out a good chunk of it. Well, when that water dropped, once that log jam was removed, the Caddo Lake, which was formed because of that log jam, lost all the water that was in it. So when the water dropped, these big mussel beds were exposed, and in these mussel beds were pearls. And these pearls caused a pearl rush with tons of people coming up to Jefferson, Texas, trying to become rich off of pearls. There's none any longer there, and that was the big spur that caused Jefferson to blow up. In the late 1800s, there was an oil rush whenever oil was found underground around this area as well. That was the other thing that made Jefferson, Texas blow up. Nick told me the other day that this town was full of nothing but banks because of how much money was being pushed through Jefferson because of the cotton, because of oil, and because of the pearls there for a while. That's just a fun little fact that I did not know. I finally got what I came to Jefferson for, some good old fudge. I love me some fudge.
He loves the amaretto fudge. But I think we're gonna close it out and we're gonna spend the rest of the day with my parents.
So we'll catch you on the other.
See you next time.